difference between a bounce set and a direct set? Who can tell me? It seems a little obvious, but I want the obvious real answer.
Direct set, there's
No bounce. No bounce. And you also, that's called using intuition. But also, it looks different as well. The form is the same, no matter what. And this is what I like to do when I set, because I'm not a very good setter personally. But you go in long steps, okay? We're not running after this ball at full speed. Why? You've got accelerated the last second, so you have no further to go, and you often will overrun the ball. With a set, it is extremely essential that you stay behind that ball. Your whole body gets around it. Otherwise, it can still work if you're skilled enough, but it will probably shank. So, with our bounce, the goal is to get a nice high bounce within the 3-meter line. Now, I don't have enough cones to actually make a 3-meter line, but thankfully, actually, the goals for the soccer posts were pretty helpful. So where my slides are is where our 3-meter line is. So it's okay if it's not perfectly accurate because we're working with limited resources here. But you want that bounce set to go within that slide, within the 3 meters. So either right on it or within, because that just sets your hitter up the best. It means that they're, on pace to actually deliver a strong hit. You're not surprising them. A nice high bounce gives them plenty of time to adjust, etc., etc. So it would look sort of more, it's a nice high arcing bounce, which is different from the direct set. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Lord. And I got a microphone on too, guys. Honestly. Didn't look very nice, but the bounce is more what I wanted to demonstrate anyway. See how it bounced above me? I'm fairly tall, okay? So we want a nice high bounce so your hitter has plenty of time to get around it and over it. Now, with the direct set, with a direct set, it's different. I personally don't like to see a very high arcing direct set unless you have a hitter who jumps crazy high or is like 8 feet tall. That's none of you guys. Sorry. But the direct set, instead of, because I don't know if you guys noticed when I did set, everything, I went low to high and it was all up like this. I gave it an extra boost. You can swing your arm a little on the set. Don't get in the habit of swinging, but you can give it a little extra oomph to get it nice and high so it bounces the way it's supposed to. But for the direct set, you literally just want the ball to, my arm barely moved. It literally is just, it's kind of like when we were practicing direct passing. You just want to give it a block rather than this big swing. However, the body still looks the same. Just because we're giving a direct set does not mean that our legs are not involved. You need the legs to give it the necessary height because your arm is barely moving. You're just guiding it over. So it would look a little something like this. Not perfect, but that's exactly where I want it. So it's just barely getting over that line because the quicker that set goes, the quicker our hitter can get it, the quicker we confuse our enemies. Does that make sense? Do I need to go over anything else one more time? All right, cool. So what we're going to do is you're going to do exactly what I just did, except we're starting with the bounce set. We're going to partner up, and you're going to do 10 bounce sets and switch, and you're going to do that 2 times, just like we did with the roll passes. And then I will give you further instruction from there. Okay? All right.